Yo guys, it's Gjije. Welcome to Progress Log number 4, July 2026. One thing I realized over the last few weeks is that releasing a song every month simply wasn't sustainable. Between a full-time job, learning 3D, animations, and everything related to game development, I was spending more time trying to keep up with a schedule than actually working on my game. So instead of forcing monthly releases, I'll release music when it feels right and spend the rest of my time bringing this universe to life. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at how the project is going. Here's the monthly snapshot I took on the 1st. Not a lot has changed since last month, but that's not too surprising considering my main focus has shifted toward game development. Like I said in the intro, I decided to stop aiming for a monthly music release and focus more on building my universe. I made a lot of progress learning the 3D pipeline. Modeling, rigging, skinning, and animation are all starting to come together. I also started building a lot of automations to spend less time on repetitive tasks and more time actually creating the game. Trust me, there are a lot of things I do over and over again. That just saves me a lot of time. I also created my first creature with a basic brain. I'll show you that in just a bit. And finally, I created a lot of new assets while continuing to refine the game's overall visual style. So let's see how the world is looking now. As you can see, the character is still pretty much the same. It's far from perfect, and I'm slowly working on a new version with a more modular design and a cleaner topology. That will make things like animation and feature customization much easier. At some point, I realized I needed to focus more on building the game than trying to make a perfect character. I'm learning more every month, but I know I can't rush the process. So for now, this character does exactly what I need, and I'm happy with it. One thing I wanted to mention is that this isn't actually a real playable zone. It's the sandbox world. It's the testing area where I experiment with new systems, creature, mechanics, and assets before they become part of the actual game. So you'll probably keep seeing this place for quite a while. The first creature I worked on is this wolf. I'm pretty happy with the model, so I don't think I'll change it much for now. The animations are still a little rough, but they already do a good job of making the wolf feel alive. Right now, it has a very basic AI brain. Most of the time, it simply wanders around, occasionally stops to sniff the ground, and if you get too close, it'll chase you and bite you. I also created a lot of new assets and spent some time improving their collisions. It might not be the most exciting thing to work on, but it's something I wanted to get right early. Exploration is a huge part of the experience I want to create, so I want players to feel confident that if something looks climbable or walkable, it actually is. Those little details might seem invisible now, but they'll make exploring the world feel much more natural in the long run. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this month's development. If you want to see what comes next, you'll have to wait until next month. I'm really excited to see how the project is growing. Sometimes it can be a bit frustrating because I spend so many hours working on foundations and things that aren't always visible, but every one of those foundations makes future development so much easier, so I know it's worth taking the time to do it right. So here's the plans for next month. I'd like to keep improving my development pipeline through more automation, start building the game's first playable zone, work on the first player interaction system, and keep adding more assets to my library so I can start filling the world. And yeah, that's pretty much it for progress song number 4. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next month.